Jay here from Stretford, Paddock. This is the Paper Talk. As you can see, I'm not in the studio. I'm not even in my kitchen. I'm not at Old Trafford. I'm actually in my other room. But loads to get through. Also, the weather in sunny Salford is pretty grim. It's a bit cloudy, so you might want to put your packers on if you've got them. A lot of the news this morning focuses on the night before. Manchester United getting a much-needed win over Chelsea, of course. Big win. 2-1, Scott McTominay with a brace. There's a few quotes going to go through that are doing the rounds this morning, came off the back of that result last night. Make sure, of course, you are getting involved in the chat and the comments. Let us know what you think about the performance, what you think about the quotes, and what you think about any other Manchester United news. Sofyan Amrabat was speaking after the game. He had a very good game last night, I felt, Sofyan Amrabat. Yes, one or two sort of misplaced passes in the first half, but I thought he grew into it, and I thought he did a very decent job. Very decent. That doesn't even make sense. Damning with faint praise. A very good job in midfield. He says, I'm happy because we won the game, which is the most important, and I tried to help the team. It's normal. My start was a bit difficult. I don't like to give excuses, but I didn't have a pre-season, so that's difficult for every player, I think. I started with an injury, and normally you need time to adapt, but there was no time. The team needed me, so I had to jump in immediately. And I'm a fighter. I will never say no when the manager needs me. He also came out sort of backing the manager as well, supporting the manager. It seems that there's a real unity at Manchester United. There was questions, wasn't there, about this disharmony, about there being people in the squad who were unhappy. Obviously, we saw journalists getting banned for reporting about that or saying that. Doesn't seem like at the moment anyway. You look at that performance last night, you look at the quotes and the comments, it seems like a team who are playing for the badge, playing for each other and playing for the manager. Get involved in the comments and let us know what you think about that. What do you think about Sofyan Amrabat's performance last night? There's also a quote here that's doing the rounds at a lot of places, that Amrabat quote. There's a quote here from the MEN where the manager was asked about a spell on the sidelines for Antony, and he said, I think that's a very good opinion. I agree. He's progressing as the team is progressing, but this is the attitude, what he needs, what he has to contribute to the team. He was very bright. He got very good positions on the ball, but also made very good decisions, and he's stepping up. He has to build on this. Antony's had his critics, least of all from me, who I think he needs to do more in terms of goals, assists, causing problems for the opposition other than keeping hold of the ball. He needs to create more, but he had a good game last night. He played his part in the win. Obviously won that penalty. I know he didn't score it, but he played his part. We just need to see that more consistently, and we do need to see eventually goals and assists. You can't just ignore that, but it was a positive performance from him. I'm not going to dig him out because I thought he did well. We just need to see more of that, and hopefully then he can be the player that we spent all that money on, because I still feel like the jury's out on Antony, to say the least. And I'm not going to say, oh, right, that's it now after a decent game against Chelsea. All he's not forgiven, but we're happy with him. We'll have to wait and see. But it was a step in the right direction. On McTominay, Erik said he has a very good smell. I thought that was a misprint then, but this is what he says, when to arrive. And then he has also a very good finish, and the team has to make sure we bring the ball with him. It's not hard. It's a matter of organisation. So we have to get the players in the right positions, and that is our job, to get him. And it means other players have to play deeper and bring them in their best skills. And it's all about getting individuals in the right positions on the pitch that you make use from their skills and attributes. So he's full of praise for Scott McTominay, which you can expect. Scott McTominay with a brace. I mean, it's what you want to see, really, innit? From him. I've questioned his performances at times in midfield. I think he can go missing, but if he's weighing in with goals, I think that's his 5th Premier League goal, then that could be his role in the team. It's not what you'd expect. I don't think anyone thought, oh, Scott McTominay is going to be the guy banging in the goals for us this season, but he has been doing. So I think you keep him in the team for that. You just need to make sure you're using him in the right way, because I think when Scott McTominay sits deeper, that's when you start getting problems. That's when it starts looking like he goes missing a little bit. He doesn't get involved enough. When he's getting forward, he's obviously getting amongst the goals, and he scored some important goals for Manchester United this season. The brace against Brentford was a big 3 points, and the brace last night as well. So I never thought I'd say this, but yeah, it looks like we might have to try and find a way to make Scott McTominay our attacking linchpin. Get involved in the comments and let us know what you think. Just on the transfer front, there's a story here, I think it's in the Express, that Manchester United hold transfer talks with 18-year-old after Chelsea clash. Manchester United Chiefs have held transfer talks regarding the purchase of an 18-year-old defender. Fantastically. Who is he? It's a lad from Lille called Leny Yoro. That's Lenny with one N. in case you were wondering. United apparently are interested in him. He only turned 18 last month, but is attracting interest from top clubs in Europe. The centre-back has already made 34 first-team appearances for Lille after making his debut in 2022 at the age of 16. Be interesting to see what happens on the defender front. Raphael Varane, not in the squad last night. Was that tactical? Was that... I'm sorry, not tactical. Yeah, was it tactical? Was he left out because the manager didn't and he needs on the bench? Had he spat his dummy out, or did he have a knock? I'll let you decide. It does seem a little bit like what's going on there, but we do need reinforcements, and if we can get in a young defender, then hopefully he could be the answer. I'm not going to sit here and do some sort of half-baked scouting report. Stephen House has probably done a full scouting report on the kid on his channel, to be fair, but when we hear more about that, we will let you know. We'll let you know any developing news as well. We're still waiting to see what happens with the takeover. That's all sort of up in the air. We're expecting announcements soon. I think most of the papers are predicting, most reporters predicting it is going to be next week. As and when that happens, we will let you know as always. There's loads of match reaction from last night as well. You can go and see what Andy Tate had to say. Make sure you go and check out all the other videos on the channel. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. I've been Jay Motty. This has been the Paper Talk from a pretty grim Salford, but I'm happy because United won. Thanks for watching.